Hey folks, Ray at Rainmaker.com. Take out your first look and, well, my first ride of the new Giro stage in Zwift. Now this stage is just a stage. It's one stage only. It's a fairly short stage, in fact. It's only 8 kilometers or about 5 miles long, and it matches today's prologue stage of the Giro in here 2019. So they're not doing stages for each stage of the race, just this one stage. In the case of this Giro course, it's really only for the duration of the Giro and then to use for special events after that point in time. So this is going to be my first ride on it here. It starts about a 6-kilometer lead up, and then you've got about 2 kilometers of climbing, some solid climbing. The average gradient on this is 9.7% of that climb, and then from there it tops out at 16% gradient. For today's ride, I'm using the Watt bike, not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This is called sponsorship laziness. This bike was sitting here and my other bike is downstairs and I didn't really feel like bringing it up. And I don't know if I've done some 16% inclines in this, so I have no idea how well it's gonna handle. It is spec'd for 25%. The reason I'm using the Watt bike is I'm testing some new firmware that's coming out that should improve things, or hope to improve things, over the past one. So, with that all said, the course here is in Bologna, and we're gonna get on riding. Okay, so here we are ready to roll in the town square right there. You can see the Giro starting line up ahead there. Also of note, this is now my second time doing this, because the first time after I just finished talking to you, I lost the entire recording on my computer. So with that, let's get going pedaling on this course for take number 2, but now I'm more experienced, like a fine wine, in fact, as opposed to a newbie on this. Which means I can tell you not much more except that suckage lies ahead. So go ahead here and get cruising on these flats. It's right there, the town square full of people, and that starting line up ahead. Got the little Zwift bouncy man over in the corner there. So quite a bit of detail here on this first section, really the entire course actually, but especially on this first section here, kind of in the downtown core there. You can see there's people there, there's shop signs. A lot of the shop signs are tweaked slightly from what's there in real life, usually removing brands and whatnot. You'll see piles of Vespas off the side here and there and bicycles to the left there. But we should go past some Vespa piles here soon. There we go, there's some Vespas off the right-hand side there. And coming on the left-hand side and right-hand side again. Maybe they're not precisely Vespas, but they look an awful lot like them. But it's all nice touches, things that you would expect and you would see in a real Italian city or town, just like you would across much of Europe for that matter. A little bit of cobblestone right here. Now on the Watt bike Atom, I'm not going to get any road feel like I would on like the Tax Neo or I guess the Neo bike or whatnot, but still something that is noticeable there. Up ahead we got ourselves the Zwift Squirrel right there, bounding its way through the course. Looks like he's running. I suppose you probably could run this if you wanted to. It'll make a nice 5-mile or 8K course. Definitely got that hill in the end there, but so it looks like we've exited kind of that main downtown core at this point and are off. Not quite suburbia yet, we'll get there, but definitely more of a greener area. See some churches off the side and stuff. You can see the detail goes quite a bit beyond the road. Like you're not confined to just the road itself. There's areas off to the left and right that are clearly visible, structures, buildings, churches, whatever over there, that have to be drawn, otherwise it just doesn't look real. On our podcast yesterday, we were talking a little about, Shane and I were talking about all the roads that you see that you can't go on here off to the left and the right. And these definitely aren't roads that they're going to be opening up anytime soon or ever. You can see a highway, for example, going underneath it right now. There we go, that overpass. But you got to imagine that there's probably more roadway designed here than that's rideable. So we've only got this 8K that we ride, but I suspect there's many times that roads that are just off the left and right purely for scenic benefit. And so it's kind of neat to see all that there. Would love to have a simple tally on that. Nice, you can see a gas station. We're passing up left-hand side there. The correct colors for the gas station here in Europe, but missing the logos, of course. Keep things neutral. So we're passing through 3 miles, which 5K marker. And now we start to see a very slight incline for the next half a mile or so. So 2/3 of a kilometer roughly, before we start to get to kind of the less desirable parts of this course. There we go. That climb is starting now at 6% or so. Getting into it here, coming up in this first hairpin turn, or major hairpin turn anyways. It's kind of some of the cooler artwork in this particular area though. Coming up on this here. See if I can get a better view. I'm gonna pop that camera right in that corner there. Not quite yet. There we go, it kind of flattens out, even a little bit downhill around this corner in fact. There we go. Coming around the corner there like that. Now I would say like the crowds are a bit disappointing here. I would have thought, given that this course would be in real life packed, especially that turn right there, that they would spend the time just to pack that in with people. But it's kind of a little Spartan. It's a little bit of a bummer there, but it's all right. Just to give you a quick comparison of what it looks like in Google Earth here, the same road, looking at the left-hand side and looking at the right-hand side. Particularly some of these fences and stuff are very, very, very similar. In fact, if you look here, this is what it looked like back when I was Zwift a month ago, and could see them actually building a section of the course out. So earlier on, you can see how much detail's been added since then though. And I'm officially out of gears at 13%. So just for you guys, I set this at 100% trainer difficulty. So it looks or feels exactly like real life. And I can assure you right now, it's less than desirable. You can see that incline just kind of towering up ahead up there. Pretty much what it feels like, just like that. Just going up to the sun. I also didn't turn my fan on, mostly so it wouldn't hit the microphone and make any weird sounds. So if you're finding this interesting or useful or anything else, you can whack that like button. If for no other reason, I'm doing this on 100% difficulty with no fan. And the second time for you, that's worth a like button. Maybe even the subscribe button, because I still got about 7 minutes or so, maybe 8 minutes. So I get to the top of this whole thing. My PR is 21 minutes, 6 seconds, which is the only time I've done it. Last time, half an hour ago. Here we are cutting underneath a little tunnel right here underneath. I'm not sure if that's a viaduct previously. I assume so. But sliding underneath that here, do a quick like double hairpin turn. That's here, another corner. Again, kind of that example where it would have been nice to see a bit more crowds up here. As for my time, yep, definitely not on target to hit that 30-day PR. Maybe, hold on, let's come back down. Maybe. Possible. Yep. I'm definitely out of gears here at 16% up this section right here. 7K into it. That means just over 1K to go, I think. Yep. 2/3 of a mile, it says there. Another reason to whack that like button. Though if you whacked it once, don't whack it again unless you whack it 2 times, because then you're unwhacking the button, and that is not cool, folks. Not cool. Final little bit here of this ridge. Still rocking 14% plus. This is one of those moments like when you're in the Alps, the same thing, where you dream of the single digit percentages, even 8 or 9%. 13, there we go. Bringing it down. Closing in about 7 to 8 seconds off my PR. So we'll see if I can hit that. Just like a real-time trial, I guess. Except I was kind of hoping to take it easy. Oh no, more incline. Okay. Oh, missed it by a couple seconds. Oh. Whew. Roll around the turnaround point up here, and you can do it again. But no, we won't be doing it again. 2 times is enough there. I will roll myself back to the finish line. Hello, squirrel. Good to see you again. Yep, just 33 minutes ago, finished it up, and now I'm back. That was fun, twice. But I'll give Zwift credit, is without question the most detailed course they've released. Everything just, it looks really, really good. A lot of attention paid to a lot of little things. And it makes sense, it is only 8 kilometers long. The only downside is that I'm not sure how often people are gonna ride it. Like, I've done it now twice, which is 1 time more than I thought I'd ever ride it. But I think most people kind of wanna keep going somewhere and wandering or whatever else not. But still, it's cool. It's cool that they're doing this. It's cool they have this sort of partnerships with the Giro to do these kind of one-off things. I'd love to see something with the Tour, the Vuelta, other big stage events like that, and to kind of capture those iconic stages into Zwift. If you found this interesting, whack that like button again. I think I mentioned that. I don't know, maybe I didn't mention it, but you could do that, or you could hit the subscribe button, or even the ding dong bell if you want to, and that all helps out here. If you are subscribed, you'll see plenty of good stuff next week. Some pretty cool sports tech stuff coming up. I think probably 2 to 3 different things coming up next week that I'll have videos on. With that, have a good one.